The most recent jobs market report showed it is remarkably strong, with unemployment at its lowest rate in 50 years. Wages are also up. So what does this mean for businesses and job seekers? Tom Gimbel is here to talk about the jobs report and hiring trends with LaSalle Network. Thank you for joining us, sir. How are you?
I'm great, Micah. How are you?
I'm good. Now, Chicago hiring trends, let's talk a little bit about that. We've got inflation going on. People are talking about a recession. How can the jobs report be so good right now?
Well, that's the thing that nobody really understands, Micah. We've never had before two quarters consecutively of negative GDP growth, which is the economic definition of a recession. We've never had that tied to record low unemployment like we have now at 3.5%. So this is new territory for everybody. And that's why maybe the definition of a recession has to change a little bit, because when anybody who wants a job can get a job and unemployment's that low, the economy really isn't as bad as sometimes other parties are making it out to be.
But can anybody who wants a job get a job? What about in Chicago specifically?
Chicago's still a really good job market, Micah. We've got strong technology, strong sales, strong healthcare. We've got professional services. Chicago's a really, really healthy market, both in the suburbs and Chicago. Our business at LaSalle Network's never been busier. We're seeing it both on a temporary and contract staffing business, as well as on a search and a placement business. So it's really a healthy economy right now to get a job. Now, the challenge we're facing is that inflation is at the highest it's been since the early 80s, and that's not fun. However, it's still not matched up with unemployment, which is what usually is the case. So it's a very interesting. I'm not here to pass judgment on anybody. However, if you want a job and you've got the skills and you show up for work and you're reliable, there are jobs out there, most definitely.
So what does this job market, or can this job market have a positive effect on the economy, and how so?
Oh, I think it has a really positive effect on the economy. We're in a situation where inflation is high, but you still have jobs. A lot of times you have inflation that's high, which means for the layman, everything just costs more, but you don't have jobs. And so now we're sitting in a situation where if you've gotten a pay increase, it may not be worth as much as a pay increase would have been 2 years ago, but the dollars are still equal to what it was 2 years ago. So you might not be ahead of the game, but you're definitely still in the game. And yeah, you're in the game, you're playing. And if you have a job, you have the opportunity for bonuses, for promotions, for raises. So I'm not as big of a naysayer as a lot of people are, Micah. I think it's a healthy economy. It won't last forever. There's no doubt about that. But today it's a good economy, especially in Chicago.
But what about the reports that's saying more people are in debt now than they were 2 years ago?
The consumer side of debt is a problem. And so we've got a situation where we have the differences in generations. And where we're at now and have been over the past probably decade or so is we've got a group of people that are spending money rather than saving money. And a lot of it is I'm 50 years old. 30 years ago, 25 years ago, when I was in my 20s, I know I don't look like it, Micah.
Not at all.
When I was in my 20s, there wasn't the ability to go online and find a 3-day trip to go to Napa. Right? You had to go to a travel agent and book things. And now with the internet, and I don't want to sound like an old guy, but you can go do anything, anytime for anybody. And whether you have the money or not, they're putting it on credit cards. They don't want to give up their lifestyle. And that's a problem, especially if the dollar isn't going as far as it used to.
Well, Tom, you look not a day over 30, by the way.
I'll take that, Micah.
Right. Thank you, Tom. Always nice to talk to you. CEO of LaSalle Network, Tom Gimbel. See you next Monday?
You got it. Stay healthy.
All right, you too.